What is going on, guys? It's your boy Tyler.oliveira back at it again with another college video. Today we're going to be going over how I got into UCLA and how I think anyone really can. With that being said, guys, if you look on the left, you'll see you are a Bruin. I've officially committed. I'm excited to go. But let's take a look at some of my stats here, and let's figure out how and why I think I got in at least. Let's go to College Board, and we'll also go to the hub. I think that'll be helpful if we go over my application real quick, and we also go over some of my academic stats. So let's view the application I used for my UC application. And before we get into this, I'm going to kind of give you guys a brief overview of how I sold myself as a student to UCLA, to all the UCs for that matter. I sold myself as a budding entrepreneur of some sort, a young aspiring business mogul. You'll see that I applied as business economics at UCLA. They don't have a business school. Keep that in mind if you're interested. And the activities that I put on my application were very relevant to this intended interest of mine. Those being, I put FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America. I was very involved in that club. I put that on my activity, founded multiple businesses, investing in day trading, wrote, published, and sold a book, and I was the president of my club, the Investing Association, along with some friends and I. And I really sold myself as an aspiring entrepreneur and someone who has actually applied entrepreneurial principles and put these ideas into action throughout my years in high school and had somewhat relative success. And I used these as my 5 activities. That's what I wanted to portray. With that being said, guys, whoever you are, whoever you've categorized yourself as a person throughout your 4 years in high school, you really need to sell yourself as that person, whatever niche, your competitive advantage you're selling to the college. You need to sell yourself as that person to that college. So if you put in 10 years of your life into the oboe, you're in the oboe club, you're the president of the oboe organization, you need to put that on there, and you need to narrow down who you are as a student, what role you will be fulfilling at their school. So if you're going to apply to UCLA as an oboe player, then sell the fact that you're an oboe player overboard. But if you happen to do some key club on the side, you happen to do some community service here, and you dabbled in the chocolate factory for a little while, don't mention that, guys. Mention the stuff that's relevant to what you think you're good at, and what you have accomplishments and experience, and a lot to say to back up your time spent in whatever activity you've involved yourself in throughout the last 4 years in high school if you're trying to get into these schools. With that being said, guys, pretty relatively high SAT score, 1510. I had quite a few AP tests, not sure how important those are. You guys want to hit the threshold for the SATs. I know people have gotten in with 1200s. That's pretty anomalous. Try to go 1300 plus. The higher, the more safe you are, I think. And my essay, I wrote about what I sold myself as a young entrepreneur. It was about a business plan, how the business development process worked, etc. But I kind of romanticized the process, and I sold it as if I knew what I was talking about, which I think I do. And this question, so they ask you a bunch of random questions on the UC application. What would you say is your greatest talent or skill have you developed? And I kind of flipped this question on them and answered it as abnormally as possible. I tried to distinguish myself from everyone else who applied. I basically said the greatest talent and skill that I have is the recognition that I don't have any great talents or skills. And I kind of went into that, kind of answer that question pretty uniquely. And then I just talked about more interest in business entrepreneurship, and I kind of utilized some self-deprecation to emphasize my work ethic and dedication to the things I involve myself in. And then I kind of got more into the entrepreneurship ventures. I explicitly stated all of the ventures that I've been involved in the past, and that was about it. With that being said, guys, see if College Board wants to work. Regardless, all the stats are on here, but I had a 1510 SAT, 4.67 GPA weighted throughout the 4 years, so 4.0. So my grades were relatively high. SAT was relatively high. But what I really think for anyone applying to these schools, I think what they're really looking for is for the applicant to fill a particular role at that school, whether it be the young entrepreneur, the young oboe player, the skilled writer, whatever it might be. You need to sell yourself effectively and to the point in which you would fill that particular role or hole that needs to be filled within their school. Yes, they want a diverse student body at their school, but that diversity is composed of individual emphasis on certain subjects, interests, whatever it might be. They want the entrepreneurs, they want the writers, the oboe players, the athletes, but they don't want people who are all of those things. They want singular people who are extremely good at one of those things. They want a specialized student who has narrowed down on his or her interests and has specialized on those talents and really developed them throughout these 4 years. With that being said, guys, besides academics, grades, SAT, activities, to be honest, guys, you could have really failed the high school experience in that you didn't do a lot throughout your 4 years. But if you market the activity section well on this application, any of you guys can get in. I think you can kind of BS it too, really. If you've done a bunch of random stuff, then pick the things that are most compelling, what you think you can sell yourself the best as, and sell yourself to those schools. With that being said, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to make sure to like and subscribe to this channel, and let me know in the comments, guys. Should I make a video on how I got into USC, Pomona College, other schools? Would you guys be interested in that? And let me know if this helped you guys at all. Thanks again, guys. Have a great day.